Oh, the fiesta. I love that. On today's Arizona Daily Mix, we are kicking off an exciting weekend of women's flag football with the Fiesta Sports Foundation and some burros.
And we'll get you 4 things you need to know about the upcoming races, NASCAR races at Kansas Speedway, like fighting.
Plus, we're going to get a taste of the newly reopened Valley favorite cheese and stuff. We've got that and a lot more, and it all starts right now.
Good morning and welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I am Brad Perry.
I'm Teresa Strasser. Thank you for joining us this morning live on CW7 Arizona, and happy Thursday.
Yes, we are live.
Yeah.
This is not Memorex.
No, thank you. Thank you for not staring into your phone, but for joining us here on broadcast television where anything can happen.
Yes, and I guess we're still happy to be here because what's this mishap you had?
Yesterday, after you left, I went to toast an English muffin here in the kitchen. And then, you know what happened? I was just writing scripts, I got involved, and then I totally forgot about it. All of a sudden, there's a chaos. There's a commotion. People are like, what's that smell? It was a Thomas's Light English muffin, okay, in case you're wondering.
And you put it in the toaster.
I don't even know how long it was in there.
Oven.
Like, I think our toaster oven is from like the 60s, and I just thought like I can leave it, I don't know, there was smoke, there was smells, and our own Lexi rescued it.
They came to you?
They're like, Lexi, what are you eating?
They thought
burning?
it was Lexi.
They thought it was you burning
They blame
something?
Lexi because I don't usually use but thank you for saving. It would have been so embarrassing if I burned down the whole studio.
So would it smell, what happened? Did anybody say anything to you?
I mean, I got some stink eyes.
Okay.
You know,
because I get yelled at for making my fish in there.
Because you make your fish, and everybody knows you can't make fish in the communal kitchen.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Aaron, who I think may have also
saved us.
It was this close to like fire extinguisher.
Oh my God.
Okay, speaking of food, from the North Shores of Hawaii, Seven Brothers Burgers has made quite a splash here in the desert.
Yeah, Lexi shows us this mouth-watering burger joint started by, you guessed it, not 6, not 5, but 7 brothers.
In Hawaii and has now made its way to Arizona is Seven Brothers, and with me is Seth, who is brother number 3 of the 7, which is an ode to the name. Tell me a little bit about why you guys opened up this place.
So it all started in 2009, and mom and dad always had a dream of working with the family and having us kids work with them. And there's stories where dad looked at pizza shops when we were little kids and other places of business, something we could all do together, but food is something that, obviously brings the family together. So in 2009, my dad came home one day and said, hey, what do you guys think about having a restaurant and running it as a family? And I was the one that was really loud saying, forget about it. No, that we're not food people. No, we were in college. I had young kids at the time. 4 of the 7 of us were married and just starting out. And my dad's like, well, too bad, I already bought it and I need you all to work on Monday. We're like, what? Yeah. So that's how it started. It was on a whim. My dad always had a dream to work with us as a family.
Yeah, for sure. And you're talking about family and how important it is to you guys. Tell me a little bit about your guys' family. There's 7 of you. One lives in Utah. You guys have now kind of all spread out a little, but you've kept it close to home.
Exactly. So surfing is a big part of this story too. And our father was a guy, was a big surfer, and even dropped out of high school at one point just so he could surf. But went back and did college and had this really cool coming to Jesus moment, and there was this inspiration, revelation, whatever you want to call it, where he was converted to Christ. And so he raised us with those same principles, but connecting us to God through the ocean. So that's a real cool part of the origin story, because as we've expanded as a business, we've kept that as our core, that we're a Christ-centered business first and foremost, and family-oriented. And our focus in regards to the business part of it is that we're passionate about making and serving food that will blow people away. So what started as a little hole in the wall in Kahuku on the North Shore in Hawaii, then expanded to a second location 3 miles down the road. And it's crazy because you wouldn't think to open such close proximity.
Exactly, yeah.
And the population is really small on that side of the island. but it's been such a blessing. It worked. And so now we have 9 in Utah, we have 3 in Arizona, and 4 on the North Shore of Oahu.
And you mentioned, of course, the amazing food, which some of it we have sitting in front of us. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the dishes we're looking at?
Okay, so this is where it gets really fun, right? So again, another origin story. Shem, brother number 4, this is his burger. It's the guacamole burger. We were selling burgers when we first started at like $3.50 or 75 cents. And Shem kind of started doing the math because he's kind of like the analytical brother.
Okay.
And said, Dad, the price point's not working.
Yeah.
We're like almost paying people to eat our food because we were upside down. And Dad's like, no, we have to keep it cheap, affordable for the families. Besides, no one wants to buy like an $8 burger. And Shem's like, Dad, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to make a burger with ingredients that we have that we can sell for $8. And that is what birthed the Shem burger with the guacamole. So all of our burgers have grilled caramelized onion, lettuce and tomato, fresh cut tomato. It's really important. A bun made specifically for us. It's a brioche bun, but finding that right ratio of thickness to sweetness, it's all right there. And there's a particular type of bacon that we like to use. We fry our fries in tallow. We use homemade fresh cut onions for our onion rings, for our paniolo fries. So a lot of these things are tedious. This guy, they're very tedious to make.
Yes.
But Dad was adamant that we stay true to ourselves and make it fresh, and we do it right. Like these guys right here, this is the coconut macadamia nut shrimp. On the North Shore of Oahu, there's so much shrimp. So he's like, hey, let's put macadamia nuts in the shrimp here. And to this day, we still hand bread them every single day. We make a lot of our sauces in-house.
Okay, so this all looks so amazing, and we should mention there are 3 locations in the valley.
Yes, so we have Queen Creek, which has been in existence for the last 3 years.
Okay.
And then we have Peoria, which opened up next, which was last year. And then we had this location in Gilbert open up just last year as well too. And we're hoping to sprinkle more throughout the valley.
So definitely come check them out in the valley and get one of these delicious burgers.
Later in the show, we'll see some major flower power at a farm in the West Valley where spring is in bloom.
But first, we'll get a preview of the first ever Fiesta Sports Foundation flag football tournament this weekend with Sparky and friends. Next!
Flag football is exploding, especially for women. And this weekend, some of the top college teams in the country are right here in the Valley.
Yeah, it's the first ever Fiesta Bowl Foundation Flag Football Classic, ASU, bringing 8 powerhouse programs together for a national spotlight.
And it's not just about the games. Sunburrows is teaming up to support the athletes and help create a true Arizona experience for everyone involved.
Yes, and joining us from the Fiesta Bowl Foundation is Christina Chopel. And from Sunburrows is Amy. How are you two?
Great.
Very
Thank you so much for having us.
And before I go any further, I owe Spirit a very big apology. Because
you called him Sparky.
I call him Sparky, and that's because I hear ASU. But Spirit is better than.
Brad, we're not living in
I'm getting more trouble. Okay.
We're living in the future. Yes, we're not living in the past. I want to get to the flag football because this weekend, if you're in the Valley, you have a chance to see the top female flag football collegiate players right now, and this event is free.
It is free. We want our Arizona community to come out strong. Women's flag is a exploding sport, and we are just so excited to recognize these athletes, celebrate these athletes, really give them a tournament that they're going to remember forever because they deserve that.
Yes, and you can root for some local talent because GCU is going to be there, ASU, and those girls are playing incredibly well.
It's been impressive to watch. Again, the growth of the sport, and these women, they've come in, and a lot of them, it's club programs, but they are exploding. It is taking off. The trajectory of the sport is incredible, and so we've got 8 teams from across the country that are coming in for this weekend. Again, the talent is just incredible.
Well, it's an event, not just a sporting event. There's going to be food.
And fun for everybody, and that's where Sombreros comes in, because you guys are a hometown favorite here. How many locations now, Amy?
We have 18 locations. We'll have 20 by the end of this year.
Oh my goodness. And the food's amazing. I love that you are family friendly, and I love where if you want to do single or family style, you guys offer that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Make it easy for the whole family, and we're just so grateful to have partnered with the Fiesta Sports Foundation. It was such a natural fit for us. We've been about community since the very beginning, and so this opportunity to provide opportunity and build confidence in young women, and it's coming from a person who grew up, a girl that grew up wanting to be an NFL running back, but there was no opportunity for that.
I think about that a lot, because I think somebody like you could have played flag in high school if that was an opportunity.
Exactly. So we are just so incredibly honored and grateful to be a part of this organization and to give these opportunities to these young women who deserve it and are working so hard. And thank you so much.
Are you going to have a food truck out at the event?
We are. So
Yeah.
we'll have our food truck out there all day on Saturday. So yeah, come on and get your...
And very quickly, what do we have on the table here?
Okay, so we've got our crispy chicken tacos here, our delicious churros to add something sweet after your meal.
Spirit's drooling.
I know it. I know it. We have our carne asada plate right here with my Nana's signature rice and beans, which you can't go wrong with those. If you're trying to eat a little lighter, we have our Sombreros bowl right here, and then a bean and cheese burro for something simple and delicious, and then of course our carnitas burro, which is a limited time offer right now, which people are absolutely loving. And then of course we have our horchata and our delicious hibiscus tea and our frozen margaritas over there in the corner.
I love this.
Well, listen, Spirit's trying to get at that, but I told him, you don't drink before noon.
No, that's
He
it right
knows.
there. So
He knows.
I love this because, as you mentioned, this is bringing in women from all over. They're elite. And what I love is that this is giving them opportunity, because there's going to start being scholarships at colleges for flag football for women and for men too, but mostly the women. It's so important for them, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And some of these colleges are already stepping into that space. One of the programs we have, Alabama State, they were the first to offer scholarships to their women's flag student athletes. But again, the trajectory for the sport, it's just incredible. And the Arizona level, I mean, in the last 2 years, we've gone from about 50 high schools to now over 150. It is growing.
And it is so fun to watch, just 5 kids that played flag. It's really exciting. It's fun. As we said, the tickets are free, but you do have to claim them.
Do, please, fiestasportsfoundation.org. Free tickets. Go on, claim those, but get out there. It's going to be a great show this weekend.
Perfect. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
very
Thank you so much.
Spirit.
Spirit.
Thank you.
Spirit.
Can you leave
There
us
we
with,
go.
I don't know, what do you got, some moves?
Always.
I put you on the spot.
Thank you.
There it is, Spirit.
I was expecting a backflip.
All right, coming up,
You never
we'll
know.
get
A
the
lot of
scoop
pressure.
on a new ice cream truck that's rolling through the valley when the mix returns.
We're so glad that you're watching CW7 Arizona today. Be sure to check us out online as well. See the trending stories that you need to know, program information, and so much more. It's all good over on CW7AZ.com. The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by The Outside Scoop.
All right, looking to up your end of the year or graduation party? Why not you scream and the kids scream for Outside Scoop ice cream? I got some ice cream. I got some ice cream. And you can have some too. It's Outside Scoop. And this is really cool, is that this is a place that will pull up to you and serve you ice cream. Callie, how are you?
Good.
So, all right, let's talk about this, because this is kind of coming from the Midwest, where we know ice cream is a super treat out to Arizona. Tell me a little about it.
Yeah, so the Outside Scoop started in 2010 in Indianola, Iowa, and has since expanded across Iowa and become a local favorite. So we're hoping for the same down here. We got down here in September of this year.
I love this. And what it is very quick, easy ice cream for people to get.
Yes.
But the big thing is that you guys can go to parties, to events, and different things.
Yep, we go to all sorts of events, whether it's festivals, weddings, school events. We can handle any sort of volume. So
there's also a way that businesses can have you there all the time, kind of?
yes, so we don't have a storefront down here yet, so we have the option of our wholesale freezer program that is filled with our pints of ice cream, edible cookie dough, and ice cream sandwiches. And it's an easy way for businesses to bring in some extra revenue and for people to get our products outside of our events.
And what I like is that the truck is nice and small, so it fits in anywhere
Yes.
for the parties, but also it serves a big punch of ice cream. Now, let's talk about that, because I know you have the menu here, and is it like every kind of flavor you could think of?
We do have very unique flavor combinations, such as goat cheese and roasted cherries. All flavors are handcrafted, so we have very unique options for people.
I like it. All right, let's talk
Yes.
about how they're served, because this is really neat. So let's start down here. What do we have here?
So this is our pint. This is what we offer in our wholesale freezers, as well as sometimes on the trucks. If we go to morning markets, this is a take-home option.
I like it. And then down here.
This is our edible cookie dough. So we have monster cookie and chocolate chip flavors. There's no egg in it, and that's what makes it edible.
Can you open it up so we can just look inside there, just so you can see what this is? Because again, it comes packaged like this, and then bam, there you go. I love it. And then the ice cream sandwich. Can't go wrong with the ice cream sandwich, can you?
Oh gosh, they're so good. We've also got the monster cookie and the chocolate chip options for these.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Now, if people want to kind of like go back in the old days and get a nice scoop, you guys do that too?
Yes, we just do scoops on the truck, so we have our single and then we have our double as well. We keep it super simple.
I like that.
Super fast service.
I love this. Let's talk about how you love helping organizations give back.
Yes, so we have our fundraising program that's perfect for schools, athletic teams, corporates who want to raise money for charities. And through our fundraising program, we offer the pints and ice cream sandwiches, and we give 35% back to those organizations.
How can people get a hold of you for their parties or events, or just come by the neighborhood?
Yeah, you can visit our website or our social media. Our Instagram is theoutside.scoop.az, and our Facebook is The Outside Scoop Arizona.
I love it. Also, there's information on the CW7AZ.com's website, so you gotta go check it out and get yourself some ice cream. Get some ice cream.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by The Outside Scoop.
Coming up, cowboy style is all the rage. See how you can rock the popular Western trends? That is coming up next.
CW7 Arizona invites you to be our guest. Get 50% off on some of the best must-try food and drink establishments in the area. Scan the QR code on your screen right now and get ready to save.
Welcome back. You are now watching the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix. We're still live, right?
Yes, we are.
Still live, and there's still a lot more to come.
Yes, that's right. And we're headed into another exciting weekend of NASCAR.
Rob Collins has the 4 things you need to know about Kansas Speedway.
Well, the first thing to know about Kansas Speedway is this cool picture greets you when walking into the media room. That's Arrowhead Stadium. That is Kauffman Stadium. Sporting Park, home of Sporting Kansas City, and Legends Field, home of the Kansas City Monarchs. All nestles inside the track with room to spare. Just a little perspective of the infield space inside the 25-year-old track.
It's like the Kentucky Derby.
Oh,
it's that close. It's Larson.
Secondly, with the new next-gen cars, races at Kansas Speedway are unpredictable. Photo finishes, prodigious passes, rambunctious restarts, and fistfights are as common as winds whipping across the plains.
Part of the goal with the next-gen car was to create better racing on those tracks. I don't think anybody had a sense of how good the racing was going to be, and when you marry the design of the car itself, the horsepower, the downforce, etc., with the design of the track, which is our variable banking that starts at 17.5 degrees and goes up to 20, you get the racing we deliver.
And because of the progressive banking, the fastest way around Kansas Speedway is, oddly enough, the longest way around the track. The top lane next to the wall is where drivers can find serious speed with plenty of opportunities for heart-pounding passes.
And Larson's in the wall.
Oh my gosh.
4-time Cup Series winner at Kansas Speedway, Denny Hamlin, is certainly a fan of the track's fast-paced proclivity.
it's turned into probably my favorite track. I don't know. There's just not many others that I feel like as comfortable as I am when I get to that track. And just knowing every bump, every crack and crevice of that track, like I just know all the lines of that track to be able to manipulate my car to do what I need it to do when it's not performing at its best. And so it is the perfect mile and a half.
And lastly, like barbecue ribs and hickory smoked beans on a Sunday brunch table in the Sunflower State, Toyota and Chevrolet rarely disappoint on the Tri-Oval. Each manufacturer has won 5 of the last 10 Cup races. Probably a good bet one of the two makes will motor into victory lane Sunday afternoon. With 4 things to know about Kansas Speedway, I'm Rob Collins.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series rolls west to the mile-and-a-half speedway in Kansas. The second mile-and-a-half race on the calendar this year. Last week at the half mile at Bristol, it was Connor Zilisch getting it done.
What a call by his crew chief Rodney Childers to stay out at the end. They had that epic battle with Heath Britt Cruz and Kyle Larson. Connor Zilisch able to beat Larson back to the line.
Yeah, it was so impressive to hold off a fast Kyle Larson on older tires. Great win by Connor Zilisch. But the last time we were in Kansas, it was Brandon Jones going to victory lane. And if you like multi-group racing, that's exactly what you have at Kansas. You can go from the bottom all the way to the top and all over that racetrack with Brandon Jones getting the victory last time.
We saw great stuff at Bristol last week. Expect more of the same here in Kansas, racing all over this racing service, one of the most exciting tracks on the schedule. Join us at 6:30 Eastern Time on Saturday. Coverage for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series from Kansas underway.
As he said, don't miss all the action live from Kansas Speedway. Coverage begins Saturday at 3:30 here, only on the CW7 Arizona, where we like to say, vroom, vroom. It's all good. All right. If you're looking to add a little more cowgirl or cowboy energy to your vibe, meet Kimes Ranch.
This is an Arizona brand redefining Western fashion, and I talked with the founder about how it all started. Thanks for inviting us to your ranch.
Yes, thank you for coming. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful day to be out here and seeing all the animals.
What does it take to be a great female rodeo athlete?
So I personally think there's no harder working woman than a female rodeo athlete, because they have to be top at their game. Not only are they the fastest roper that they can be, but most of these women are mothers. They're moms, they're going down the road, they're raising a family, they run their household or their ranches at home, or they have a business. So we know as women how much you really have to work. Sometimes other athletes can just really focus on themselves and hit that rodeo road. And as a woman, as a female, these women are pulling double, triple time. So we're going to show you some great looks today on what you should be wearing and how you can have fun. It's never been cooler to be a cowboy or a cowgirl than it is right now.
Are you ready to show us some looks?
Yes, let's get into it.
Let's get into some rodeo looks. Well, it's not exactly a catwalk.
I mean, it's a horse walk. It's a horse walk, a barn walk.
I can't wait to see these looks.
Yeah, let's get into it. I want to show you some great looks that you can wear. Our first model is the young and handsome Riker. Riker is a state champion National High School Finals team roper, wearing one of our classic button-down shirts, looking so wonderful. Ladies, do you want to know if your man looks authentic? Make sure his jeans are long enough. Riker is wearing what we call the cowboy stack. See how there's a lot of bunching on his jeans right over his classic and custom spurs? That's because when he's on a horse and he's throwing a rope, you don't want the tops of your boots to show. So a dead giveaway if your man is authentic or not is, are his jeans long enough? And you can buy these jeans plenty long at Boot Barn or KimesRanch.com.
I'm taking notes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
He
you,
looks
Riker.
incredible in that outfit.
Our next model is Nicole, and she's so classic with her beautiful cowgirl hat, and look at her hair flowing.
Stunning.
She has on a very traditional Western shirt, but you'll notice ours has some really fun detailing over the sleeve to give it kind of this ruching, and it just adds a little bit of flair.
So feminine and girly.
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of different ways to style this. You can see her jeans are plenty long too, which also are a giveaway for her. She can roll this jean if she wants. She can show that she's authentic because her jeans are nice and long. It's a wonderful look on Nicole.
I feel like this works as street fashion and it works on a ranch.
Absolutely. It's very practical and youthful. Thank you, Nicole. Our next beautiful model is Chloe. She's going to come up wearing all black, stunning and sleek. She has on another classic Western shirt with this beautiful embroidery detail, the piping. This is very like rockabilly for me, or Nashville, or you're going to go watch someone at that Grand Ole Opry for a debut. It's just a beautiful shirt that can be dressed up or down, worn with a skirt. classic black pant right now. This is our black Jennifer jean. Beautiful black boot. This is a great look to wear at night. It's just very classic.
Stunning music festival,
Yes,
rodeo,
absolutely.
date night. It
Go
works.
to work. This could go to the office for you.
Absolutely, especially if you work here.
Yes, well, obviously, obviously.
Thank you so much. We love the look, and we have one more.
Our last but not least look is the beautiful Peyton. Peyton's a horse trainer by night and a fashion icon by day. She also works in our office. She's wearing our classic jumpsuit, and they really styled it up with a fun, punchy red shirt under it, adding the belt with the boots that you can also get at Boot Barn. It's just a really great look. It just shows you how versatile everything can be if you style it correctly. You can make this less or more, and it's really just a great look for her.
Adorable, and all of these looks, we should say, are available
at KimesRanch.com. You can visit them at your Boot Barn stores.
Look at your horse. She's trying to get in on the action. Okay, do you want to, Fiona, can I pet you? Thank you so much for letting us into your barn. We appreciate you. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you for coming.
Coming up, when its doors closed, fans were crushed. But Cheese and Stuff is back, and we'll get a taste next.
We're all about having fun, and we want you to come along with us. From dance trends to behind the scenes to a look at some must-try places in the Valley. And we want to share it all with you. Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram.
It was a place that we thought was going to go away, but thanks to this young lady right here and her family, they saved Cheese and Stuff, which has been a staple here. And Julie, you actually know this place very well because you grew up in the area.
I did,
You went to school down the street.
Yep.
And this
yep.
was literally a staple on everybody's day to come in here to get a sandwich for school or afterwards.
Yep, absolutely.
And so let's talk a little about what Cheese and Stuff is to us and what it is to the community, because a lot of people don't realize this 1949 started with Dad, and then Dad passed away and son took over.
Yep.
And it carried on for a long time.
Yes, it's iconic. It's been in this uptown neighborhood longer than just about anybody else here. So, you know, my husband's grandma came here after church, and they would get their meats and cheeses and party trays and all that. And I came here in high school. I mean, if you're local, you know about Cheese and Stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about how you got Cheese and Stuff, because this is really great, where you said that you kind of like heard, like everyone else did, that this was closing. But you were on vacation when you heard about it?
We did. We saw it probably on Instagram that they were going out of business and they were going to retire at the end of May. And we just thought, you know, we can't let this go. We can't, it has to stay in the community. So we decided to buy it, go for it. We cleaned it up over the summer, kept everything the same pretty much. It's the same menu, the same local vendors. It's, you know, we make fresh salads and fresh sandwiches every day. And we're excited to keep it alive for our next generation.
I like it. As we're walking this way, we're going to walk back this way a little bit, because people have to realize we're actually walking through this, because as we remember, there was the shelves here, there was little tables here, you couldn't really get through and stuff. You actually also have it where there's a back area. I never knew there was a back patio here.
Well, we added the back patio this summer. Yeah, they just parked back there, but we decided let's make this more of a place for the neighborhood to come and hang out. And so we added a back patio. It's really fun. It's busy every day, so it's been a great addition.
Right. Well, you know, it's a staple when even Arcadia News and different people come and grab them. There they are on the cover there to show off that they are keeping literally a landmark, an icon of Arizona and Phoenix alive here. And we got some of the sandwiches over here, which is pretty neat here. And so down here we have the classic Italian, is that right?
Italian special, yep.
And then next to it, we talk about the Hot Mama. I wasn't talking about Kelly back at our station. We're talking about this one right here, this sandwich. So, and that's really good there.
Yeah, that's fun.
And then on the next one we have
the Cactus Jack.
So, and that's really cool.
Super popular.
All on the menu right there. So with that said, I thought I'd go back, because again, like my kids would come over here and they always got mad at my son because all he wanted was bread and meat. That was it. And they're like, what? We make these sandwiches, that's it. And that was funny. So let's go back here, meet where Shane is. And Shane is going to let me actually come back here, which was very rare because only Dad and son were allowed to be back here in this area to make the food and cut it and everything. So we're going to make my favorite sandwich, which is the turkey club on the sub roll, which is really neat. Now, a lot has changed here, but still the love of making sandwiches is in the heart of everyone who works here, especially Shane, who came in early. Shane was supposed to be in the Caribbean or somewhere. He's like, you know what? No, I'm going to come make sandwiches. That's what he wants to do. All right, so where do we start here? And then, Drew, let's talk about hours as we're making here a little bit.
All right, we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, Saturday, 9 to 2. It's closed on Sunday. And we have breakfast sandwiches, bagels, good coffee, and then, of course, our sandwiches that we make all day long. And
everything there. And also, too, they're looking to do some catering. Okay, then I'm going to put the bacon on.
Bacon on, the way you like it.
The way I like it. So the bacon, this is the thing. I usually do it like this.
Same.
So, right? Am I doing it the right way, Shane?
Yes.
Is that it right there?
Good enough.
All right. I like that. And then...
Pepper jack,
yeah. And then how many slices of pepper jack do you do? Because I never knew, you never see them back here making it. So you're seeing the secret happen right now.
We do 4.
4, okay. And do I place it on here or on here?
However you like to do it. We do it here.
Okay, that's what I want to do it like you guys are doing, and just like the tradition. And so...
Beautiful. One more.
One more? I get one more?
Or if you want it to fit, 2 more.
Okay, I'll do 2 more. There we go. All right, it is Cheese and Stuff located right here on Central and Camelback. You got to come in, check it out, and we're going to continue to finish this up. But you can come in, grab the sandwiches in line, whatever you need. They do catering, right, Julie?
Yeah, absolutely. Catering. We make
they'll
great
be soon
catering.
doing online orders for you and stuff. So you got to come check out Cheese and Stuff right here in the Central area. I love it. It's great. So let's finish up this sandwich. All right. Then what do we put next?
Okay. Then we get tomato.
So.
Coming up, it's springtime. The flowers are blooming at a local farm in the West Valley. We're going to do a little flower picking. That's coming up next.
Find CW7 Arizona on all your favorite platforms. YouTube TV, Hulu Plus Live TV, Fubo TV, DirecTV Stream, DirecTV, Dish, Cox, and Sparklight. CW7 Arizona. It's all good.
From bold blooms to Southwest style, Arizona's own flower wrangler is redefining what a bouquet can be, and it is anything but ordinary. I know that you make flowers for people's happiest days, for people's sad days. What does it mean to you to be part of people's big moments in their lives?
A lot. I can say a lot goes into everything I grow, everything I harvest, the way I arrange them. From seed to vase, it's really just a much more intentional process than what you can find in your average grocery store, I would say.
And this flower farm is actually in your yard.
Yep.
It's considered a regenerative farm. What does that mean?
As far as being regenerative, I try to apply concepts that really add much more fertility to my soil and leaving the soil and the ecosystem in my yard better than I found it. We like a lot of polyculture, there's a lot of interplanting. You can see I have a lot of zinnias here.
I was just gonna ask you.
Sunflowers, yeah.
I love the sunflowers. Yeah. These are zinnias, which I could pretend I would have known, but I wouldn't. Let's just say somebody has a last minute occasion. I just found out it's my neighbor's birthday. They order flowers from you specifically for that, and you just come right out to your yard and
yeah, I can cut a bunch of flowers, whatever kind of color palette they're looking for. These are zinnias. They're called Oklahoma.
What inspired you to start a flower farm in your yard?
Yeah, I would say I thought of it out of boredom. I really needed something to look forward to every day. I was dealing with a lot of chronic illness that we were trying to figure out for a while. So it was kind of like a lonely, dark time for a while, and I really just found the most joy doing this, and I realized it was something I wanted to do a lot more of, and maybe with a higher purpose. So sharing that with people is really what I think makes it the most special when you buy my flowers. So
that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that, and I feel like your intention would come through in any creative endeavor, whether I'm like cooking you a meal or making you flowers, right?
Yeah,
like you can taste it or feel it.
Yeah.
You are in retail stores, you are in pop-up shops throughout the year, you do subscription bouquets, which
it's a big hit.
That's a big hit.
It's a really cool
Who
hit.
would not want that?
Yeah, and what's really cool about that is everybody gets to support me and the future of my business.
I had no idea that you could DoorDash flowers, but if you want flowers from this regenerative urban flower farm, you can DoorDash them.
Yeah, but that was actually how I started the business. I wasn't able to drive yet due to said health circumstances. I didn't really feel comfortable having people picking up from my home every single time, so I just found DoorDash, and that totally eliminated the problem.
Well, you want to show me how to make a bouquet?
Yeah, let's
I
get
was
some
not
supplies
helpful.
and
I
head
picked
over
no
there.
flowers.
No, it's okay. You can hold them.
Thank you. I feel so helpful now.
So we can start with some greenery.
Okay.
I would start with about 2 or 3 pieces.
All right.
Usually how
Oh,
I
wait a
start.
second. The flowers are talking to me. Pink's my favorite color.
Pink's your favorite. Okay, you go.
How about this guy?
That looks good. So the first thing I do, it sounds kind of crazy, but it's my biggest rule of thumb when I arrange is if you listen to them a little bit, they can kind of tell you where they want to go.
This is incredible because how often are you arranging flowers within a few feet from where the flowers actually grew?
It's a treat. It's a treat.
It's a treat. Do you ever feel like a therapist because somebody is getting in touch with you on a dark day?
Yeah, no, but people tell me how flowers make them feel, and it makes me really happy because people have certain flowers that remind them of certain things and bring them back to certain places. So when I pop up, people will see my snapdragons or carnations, and they say, "Oh, that's my grandma's favorite flower." So that's really fun and special that flowers can kind of mark moments of time and bring people to a new place mentally.
Well, much like a television segment, sometimes you don't know when it's over. Is this bouquet done, Mia?
It looks great. As if
Okay.
you want to throw some into those holes, maybe some more of these round flowers.
Oh, I have some holes. I see. I see what you mean. Okay, I got a bouncy Cosmo. Oh, they do bounce.
There's also some grass that we can throw in.
Got a grass. Oh.
Grass is really fun and makes it really free-spirited. Now this is a good one. You could probably stick right in that hole. Now you can listen to where it
Like
fits.
here? Okay. Sunflowers, it's not just a Post Malone song. And then do you tie them?
Here. So then we'll take it and you can use your snips. Oh, yep. You can kind of take it and we don't use any pesticides, like insecticides or anything.
I love that because I don't want that in my house.
So I mean, the first thing people do, they buy flowers and they smell them, and when they're covered in insecticides and fungicide process,
I'm freaked out.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
not a
inhaling
great, it's not a
pesticide.
great thing to do. Yeah,
No.
and nobody really knows they're doing it. So
if people want to subscribe or if people just want one bouquet for a special occasion, what's the best way to find you?
Find me on Instagram at the Flower Wrangler LLC.
These look
They
so
look amazing.
beautiful.
You did so good.
Thank you so much for having us and teaching me how to wrangle some flowers.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Coming up, is it your dream to play Pebble Beach or Augusta? Well, we'll show you where you can't without even leaving the valley next.
And you want to know what's airing tonight on CW7 Arizona? Well, it all kicks off with Family Feud and The Big Bang Theory. Then it's game night for our CW primetime. Scrabble at 7, Trivial Pursuit at 8. Then finish out the night with some more Big Bang Theory and back-to-back episodes of Young Sheldon. Tune in tonight starting at 4 p.m.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Foothills Golf Club.
No matter what type of temperature there is, people are always working on their golf games, and one way is to move inside to a simulator. And Eric, we're here at the Foothills, the Bunker. But why are these so important for people on their games, and people are starting to go into more simulators to work on it?
I would say a lot of it is it's a lot more casual, right? And especially for those who are maybe getting into golf, like they get a little bit nervous going out to the big course and having 18 holes where sometimes you can just play a quick 9 and you can have dinner and, have a couple drinks and just kind of hang out and be a lot less maybe high pressure and a little bit more casual with their friends and family.
Now, is it the same as being on a course or something like that?
Oh, 100%. So we have our scanners up top there for our radar, which is pretty much picks up all the data that we have for the club and the ball. And then you can pretty much pick between 30, 40 courses. So as far as the drives, your iron shots, chipping and putting, just like out on the real course.
So do you recommend this? Say, for instance, I'm going to go play Pebble Beach. All right. Do you say maybe go into a simulator so that way you can learn the course, play it a little bit, and then head out there and play a good game?
100%. It's almost like getting a practice round without actually being there. So yeah, you get to come and play Pebble Beach, learn what it looks like off the tee, kind of see what shots you want to hit, how the greens look, how they break, and then when you get out there, you kind of have a reference point.
Okay, what should someone look for in a golf simulator? Like if they're going to go look for one to practice in?
I would say the main thing is one is obviously making sure they have a lot of courses, so then that way you can kind of have a variety of what to pick. And then the other is making sure that they have like the different types of pretty much grass and areas on the screen. So you can have it to where you're hitting out the fairway, the rough, and it gives you real life data on it. So like if you're out of the rough, it takes away the spin, the ball goes a lot further or shorter depending on how you hit it. So you just want to make sure the data is just as accurate as possible.
Right. I also like that you use the bunker for teaching because you're a teaching pro and this helps out a lot too.
Correct. Yeah. So we have the cameras here, the setup there, and then we can put up pretty much all their swings on our monitors here, so then that way we can get in depth on their golf swings.
I like it. All right. So where am I at right now?
So right now you're at the famous 7th hole at Pebble Beach. You got 110 yards, playing 28 feet downhill, and let's see if you can get it on the green here.
All right.
Brad says he has golfed before. Now he's in a good position here. Yikes.
Just a little short.
It was. That was a little short there. Can we give it one more try? All right, let me give one more try.
He's going to try again. Brad is big on consistency, but clearly not today. Oof, got to pray for those rocks.
That was not. Let's go one more try. Oh, that went in the water. Oh, my goodness.
He's going to try again. Brad is committed to accuracy. Well, if he was aiming for the rocks, he's right on point. The effort is there.
One more time. That was a little too much. One reason I'm using is a 7-iron. I should be using a what?
Probably pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge.
The ball's like stuck in the rock.
He gave it a good read.
All right, let's try it one more time.
This is the one.
What the?
Missed again, but consistency is key.
I need my other, that's the thing. I'm like trying too soft. Hit it again. Okay, hit okay. Here we go.
The previous 10 weren't the one. This one's the shot.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
That one's looking great.
Get in the...
into the sand. Again.
Oh.
So, anyways, this is a great way for people to learn how to golf.
Correct, yes.
There it is. All right, you want more information on the bunker and my amazing shots? Head over to the CW7AZ.com. All right, one more time. Let me see if I can get one more on this one. All right, am I up again? Here we go.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Foothills Golf Club.
From golf to football, the highly anticipated NFL draft is right around the corner, and CW7 Arizona is getting you ready with The Pick is In. That's presented by Chapman Automotive Group. Tune in tonight at 10 p.m. And by the way, you're invited to scan that QR code on your screen and let us know what you think the Cardinals should do with their pick in the draft. On tomorrow's show, we're going to get a preview of the new Disney on Ice show, Road Trip Adventure.
I like it. And comedian Craig Robinson will be here bringing all the laughs.
Plus, we'll see what Wally's driving in this week's Wally's Weekend Drive.
Yeah, hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. And for more information on what we talked about during the show, head on over to our website, cw7az.com.
Have a great day. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by The Outside Scoop and Foothills Golf Club.